Hey guys, you're watching Explore the Weird. If you're into creepy and weird goons, welcome back. I love you all. I see you smoking the like button and we appreciate it. If you're like, hey, Teddy, what is a goon? Well, you know, maybe the next time I see you, maybe even later on in this video, you'll become a goon. Interact with the video, become a goon today. It's the largest growing gang community in the reaction communities, and my analytics don't lie, so I know we are the largest. Don't tell me I'm wrong. So more videos my wife sent me. I'm continuing on. There's like so many. I can't even. We got to get through these now too. So we are going to do it. So let's get into it.
Have to assume if we have another pandemic or a war, particularly a war between now and election day, that is either, you know, an intentional act to subvert our democracy, or it certainly will be harnessed for that use.
We have to understand there's going to be something that's going to be happening here that we should be absolutely paying attention to as we're dealing with essentially a multi-trillion-dollar propaganda machine. But it is being wrecked by shit posters and memes.
Yeah,
it is being destroyed by individuals speaking truth to it. It is being destroyed by individuals coming together, coalescing and saying enough is enough of this bull crap. I am done. My life has value. I am standing up for myself. I am standing up for this country. And that is a danger to the establishment that they fear. And in that fear, we're dealing with a cornered animal. That cornered animal is dangerous, and they could act out in many different ways. And they're capable of anything. They're capable of something that we can't even imagine.
Yeah, I can relate to a cornered animal or a caged animal being capable of things when let go or put into a situation where it's gotta, you know, it's either attack or be killed, right? So regardless of political views here, I know some people get crazy with the whole Tucker Carlson or even any of these other panelists. Quite interesting video. I think the main takeaway is, hey, is there another pandemic coming, or is the media going to shill more propaganda at us? And the main thing is, you guys got to stay woke. You got to make the right decisions, know, you know, what the agenda is that they're portraying, and know where you stand in that agenda. Are you part of this agenda, or are you outside and merely just watching, right? So I like to think all of us goons are pretty set. You know, my wife is a doomsday prepper. I'm pretty sure most of the guys that are watching these types of contents are considering, hey, how do I continue if potential pandemic arises again, you know? All right, interesting.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't want to get that close. Oh shit! You think that's
corny?
Oh my god! What's that, Chinese lantern? Oh my god, that's scary. Oh my god, I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna get behind you guys. Hold on, I can't really.
Sure.
Is that it? Wait, hold on.
Oh, there's lots. Some of them are on the corner.
Oh my god, okay, I see something. Somebody down. Oh my god, I never seen something like that before.
You see the house, the spaceship on the side?
Oh my god, look at this shit on camera. Oh, you bad. You're so bad. Oh,
Sure, what's the name?
oh
What's the
my
name?
god. You think that's your fault? Oh my god, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I want to get close. Right there. Oh shit, let me get right here. Oh my, I don't know.
What one's this
Let me
here?
see. Oh my god, look at that.
Oh, look at them there.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's crazy. Hold, I can't, oh my god, my camera's not really that good. It's orange. Oh my god.
It disappeared at the end. I feel like, okay, so it never was a moon. Have you guys ever seen like the Battle of Los Angeles, like those photographs? It looks very similar, like the way those lights were positioned. You know, I could totally see a military force shooting at those lights and passing right through, wasting lots of rounds. I know this wasn't in Los Angeles here, but in Orlando, Florida. But regardless, I think the actual orb or the UFO that they witnessed, if it is truly, the video seems authentic, but it is TikTok, or in this case Facebook Reels or Instagram. I'm assuming there's more people that have evidence. The people sounded authentic in the video. I don't know why they would lie. So it never was a moon since the beginning. Maybe it was just a mothership putting out its satellite UFOs to go find the intel. Oh boy, Teddy, they're here. Oh, Teddy. Yeah, we got a crazy Teddy in me, and let me tell you, he's crazy. Oh boy, he's getting all excited now. Oh, he's a big conspiracy theorist that wants to come out. Where did it break the firmament? At the end, it was CGI. The last one was CGI, right? It was only the beginning. All those guys looked at it. Did it like come down weird or something? Did it like randomly hit something and then boom, it broke and fell down? Yeah, I just saw a spinning thing that just kept zooming out. I assume if that onboard camera was okay. Unless I missed it. Did I miss it? Goons, let me know. Did I miss something? Did they break the firmament, or did they not break it and the thing went down? Did I miss something in this video? Oh my god, maybe I missed it. Damn it, Teddy. Fill me in, goons. And by the way, are you a goon? Am I talking to a goon right now? Oh, okay. I was just checking in. I didn't realize that you're just a lurker. Oh, Teddy, I let YouTube tell me what to watch. I don't tell YouTube what I like. I just lurk, Teddy. Just let me lurk in peace. Okay, buddy. Hopefully next time I see you see an Indian man on a thumbnail, you go, maybe that's Teddy. Click on it. Click on it. Maybe it's me. Maybe you'll be a goon the next time I see you. Smoke that like. Don't be that guy. No peer pressure. No peer pressure. All right, that's enough of that. Yes, let me see. Let's keep this going.
Is some of the information coming out on cities to be on the watch. Now, first is Washington, D.C., all throughout the state of New York, San Francisco, California, Santa Clara, California, Los Angeles, California, San Diego, California, Houston, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Boca Raton, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Boston, Massachusetts, Playfield, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, Cleveland, Ohio, Laurel, Maryland, Potomac, Maryland, Perryton, Virginia, Springfield, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Charlotte, North Carolina, Detroit, Michigan, Columbia, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, Denver, Colorado, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tucson, Arizona, and Seattle, Washington. That is the list that they currently have, where they're saying, please be on the lookout. Not only is there concern of physical attacks, of possible, attacks on people with devices, but in addition to that, they are saying these are the cities to be mindful of, to watch against attacks against our infrastructure systems for our water, our electrical grids, taking down our airports. They're trying to shut down our systems to wreak havoc on our daily lives, on the citizens here on U.S. soil. And they're saying this is likely the route we'll be going if by chance this war continues, if there's official war declared. And again, like when I heard the list, I was shocked at how many cities are on this list. And also, too, what we're hearing is they are planning, this is what they believe. Now, we will see. And all of this is just hearsay coming out from the FBI. Like, I know a lot of people are saying, is this actually legitimately what's happening? But here's the thing. They're saying that they're planning a coordinated attack. So in other words, imagine, if you will, all of these cities on one day getting hit all at once, not randomly, but a coordinated effort. So that way, all of a sudden, one day we wake up and this city gets hit, and this city gets hit, and this city gets hit, all of them coordinated at the same time to wreak havoc all at once on one day. And that is what they're saying.
I am ready for that day. Let it come. Let it come. My wife has been preparing for the last 13 years for this event to occur. She has stockpiled as much as she could. She is ready. And, I just like when COVID happened, she was the happiest person to say, hey, I told you so. I can totally see the same I told you so coming back to me, even in this event that this guy's proposing, which is an infrastructure attack on all of our things, including water, power, transportation, whatever it may be. They're going to close down the roads, Teddy. They're going to stop our stoplights. They're going to stop everything. And, many things can do that. We can go through that at any point in time. If it happens, the question is, can you live? Can you sustain? Or do you need to find something to support something you won't have in that circumstance? So make sure you find these things now. Get yourself prepared now. This guy's definitely talking about cities to look out for. He said Boston, Mass. I'm like, oh, damn it, here we go again. Oh, man, Boston strong. I'll always remember, buddy. You can't stop us. You can't stop Boston, bro. You just can't. Regardless, I'm hoping for the best outcome, but, come prepared and stay safe. Stay safe out there. All right, let's keep it going.
In quarantine with the Apollo astronauts, he told me that the Apollo astronauts saw crap on the moon when we landed. The astronauts are told to keep this quiet. They're not allowed to talk about it.
At the same time Gary McKinnon was snooping NASA's servers, rumors were going around about a secret space program named Solar Warden. Solar Warden came out of the program called the Strategic Defense Initiative. Now, this was a Reagan-era defense program nicknamed Star Wars by the media. Now, this program has multiple space platforms, similar to aircraft carriers. Its mission: unauthorized alien intrusions, and report those intrusions to the U.S. Space Force. According to the rumors, the U.S. and other nations have treaties that say only a small number of alien visitors are allowed on Earth at a time. But the aliens had been breaking the treaties for decades.
Octorans. Everybody knows those damn Octorans can't be trusted.
That sounds kind of racist.
Save it for Twitter.
Touché. As the story goes, Reagan was briefed on the aliens by military and civilian leaders. He immediately became determined to protect the Earth from the alien presence. Now, how do we know this? Reagan said so himself. In 2007, HarperCollins published the Reagan Diaries. This book is an insight into the president's daily life in the White House. His entries aren't written like a memoir. They're just thoughts that Reagan jotted down throughout the day. And on page 334, dated June 11th, 1985, the president made the following entry.
Lunch with 5 top space scientists. It was fascinating. Space truly is the last frontier. And some of the developments therein are like science fiction, except they are real. I learned that our shuttle capacity is such that we could orbit 300 people.
Whoa, did Gippo let a big one slip, eh?
He sure did. Now, if you know the space program, this entry makes no sense. The maximum capacity of a NASA space shuttle is 8 people. At the time, the entire fleet was only 4 shuttles. Even if all the shuttles were used at the same time, which they never were, that's only 32 people. So what's Reagan talking about? Later, people suggested Reagan might not have been talking about space shuttles at all. Maybe he was referencing a program that was supposedly canceled in 1979. A program to develop a space plane called Starraker.
Ooh, like the James Bond movie.
No, that was Moonraker.
Oh, right. Hey, you know that girl at the end of the movie had braces?
Yep, I thought so too, but she didn't. That's a Mandela effect.
I can't get my brain to accept it.
I can't either. Anyway, the Star Raker, unlike the shuttle, could carry a lot of people. It was bigger than a 747. It could carry a payload of 200,000 pounds, more than enough to put 300 people on a space platform. So it's possible that Reagan was right, and Solar Warden is real, at least technically. The first reference to a secret space program with the name Solar Warden is from early 2006. An anonymous post appeared on a bulletin board called the Open Minds Forum.
We have a space fleet, which is codenamed Solar Warden. There were, as of 2005, 8 ships, equivalent to aircraft carriers, and 43 protectors, which are space planes. One was lost recently to an accident in Mars orbit while it was attempting to resupply the multinational colony within Mars. This base was established in 1964 by American and Soviet teamwork. Not everything is as it seems. We have visited all the planets in our solar system, at a distance of course, except Mercury. We have landed on Pluto and a few moons. These ships contain personnel from many countries and have sworn an oath to the world government. The technology came from back engineering alien disk wreckage and at times with alien assistance.
For a few years, Solar Warden flew mostly under the radar in UFO circles. But in 2012, Solar Warden was back. In November of that year, a Huffington Post article by reporter Darren Perks was the first major news article about Solar Warden. It was also the first to tie in the story of Gary McKinnon. The article claimed that the program began in 1980 and operates under the U.S. Naval Network and Space Operations Command, the NNSOC. The space fleet has 8 massive carriers, each over 600 feet long. Each carrier is staffed by 300 people and protected by about 40 scout ships, and these ships are used to intercept alien intruders. According to the report, there are permanent multinational bases on the moon and Mars that are supplied by the carriers.
So that's why we never went back to the moon.
Right, at least not publicly. Darren Perks personally investigated the Solar Warden story, and in 2010 he was contacted by a whistleblower in the U.S. Department of Defense. This contact confirmed that Solar Warden is real.
While conducting a FOIA Freedom of Information request with the DoD, Department of Defense, in 2010, I had a much unexpected response by email from them which read, "About an hour ago, I spoke to a NASA rep who confirmed this was their program and it was terminated by then President Obama. He also informed me that it was not a joint program with the DoD. The NASA rep informed me that you should be directed to the Johnson Space Center FOIA manager."
So assuming Perks wasn't lying, Solar Warden existed, or something like it did, but was canceled by President Obama in the early 2000s. Perks never followed up on his original article, and as you might expect, neither NASA nor the DoD has ever mentioned it. So if all we have are reports from anonymous people, that's not much proof of Solar Warden. But in 2007, we'd get more evidence, and this time, they're pictures.
He leaves us at that cliffhanger. Oh man, could you imagine those pictures? Have you guys seen those pictures? I never knew about the Solar Warden story, but there's so many things to unpack here. One, Reagan with the 300 human bodies being the max supply in a ship, Solar Warden, and the entire space shuttle forces that they have supporting or protecting each ship is just wild to consider. And Obama, man, this guy, you said change, man. Tell me about the change, and you shut the program down. Imagine if that was the thing that we needed to keep us going. But then again, we're in a position now where there's a space force, and I still wonder what is the reason. Oh boy, things are starting to add up. Oh man, could you imagine if we've always been exploring? We've always knew there's alien life out there. There's ways that we could travel, and it's just government held secret that people are just hush about, and we just don't know, and we're just in the dark. And there's a few of us called goons that are learning every day, exploring, uncovering these secrets. And it's like, holy crap, here we go. We're getting informed. We know about the Solar Warden program. We know about the star fleets. We know what they were trying to do, and we know who stopped it. So quite interesting. Reagan, you wrote some interesting things. I've even heard you talk about, a common enemy that could come bring the world together, and we're talking war, we're talking all these things, you start to wonder when this uncovering is going to happen. Just let us know. I'm ready for it. Sounds like it's going to be soon. I'm ready. Just let it happen.
We today announced the kickoff of Exercise Steadfast Defender 2024, which commences next week and runs through May. Steadfast Defender 24 will be the largest NATO exercise in decades, with participation from approximately 90,000 forces from all 31 allies, plus our good partner, Sweden. The alliance will demonstrate its ability to reinforce the Euro-Atlantic area via transatlantic movement of forces from North America. This reinforcement will occur during a simulated emerging conflict scenario against a near-peer adversary. Steadfast Defender 24 will be a clear demonstration of our unity, our strength, and our determination to protect each other, to protect, of course, our values and the rules-based international order.
All right, so they're getting ready to perform an exercise, and to show power, to show that they I guess they're doing it for practice, and practice makes perfect. So it's NATO, they gotta do these things. I don't know when this is. I don't know if this is in 2024 or early or late 2023, but it's still something to consider, that they're preparing for a potential war that could arise, and the way that they do this is by doing these practice exercises and whatnot. So yeah, interesting. Let's see. I'm ready. Let's gear up.
People inside the Hollow Earth have been living for 2,500 years. There is one continent inside the Earth and one ocean. Their capital city is built around the original lost Garden of Eden. The vegetation grows like a paradise. The people live to be up to 800 years old. They communicate with telepathy. The inner Earth people have built these androids that fly their flying saucers out to reconnoiter the outer Earth. Our government has been knocking flying saucers out of the sky and back engineering these flying saucers. The people that live in the Hollow Earth are not extraterrestrials. They're from the lost tribes of Israel.
I decided to go out to California. These doors that lead into the bowels of Mount Shasta. There is a civilization that lives underneath that mountain in a crystalline type of a city. Through the years, there's been stories of them coming into town with gold nuggets to buy things, and then all of a sudden they mysteriously disappear. I've also seen UFOs in Mount Shasta.
They found another advanced world just outside of Antarctica. They don't want us going there. Once you understand, there's more land beyond Antarctica. What's another word for more? Extra. What's another word for land? Territory. Put that together in a word, extraterra. If somebody came from the extraterra outside of Antarctica, we might call them an extraterrestrial from the outer space.
There's a huge hole under the ice and a road going down into it. That's huge. When you can compare it to the curvature of the Earth, you can see how massive it is. This is some kind of entrance into the inner Earth.
Why aren't these pictures being shown to the public by NASA?
There could be a breakaway civilization that went underground at the end of the last cataclysm, and these beings, some of whom could be giants, could be living inside the Earth.
Some say that they are Nephilim, which would mean they are part human and part fallen angel. The giants are described as having 6 fingers, double rows of teeth. This ties right in with the ancient description of the Nephilim.
You and your team went into the inner Earth.
There's all these huge pockets of life that are flourishing down there. It's like another planet within a planet. We did come upon beings about 4 feet tall, very large oval eyes. They know where all the ancient cities are located. And there's been civilizations here for millennia. Time travel is possible. Portal technology is real. No one's going to believe what I'm saying right now.
Give me your explanation on just what the jinn might be.
They are a race of supernatural beings who are attached to the Earth. They were here on the Earth before us. They live in a parallel dimension. They have access to our world. And there are those among them who aren't very friendly toward us.
How do they show up?
Sometimes they do come because people have either deliberately or even unwittingly called them in, experimenting with magical practices. They're often attracted to people who make the wrong decisions. These people then become easy manipulation targets for the jinn because many of them like to sow the seeds of chaos.
Yeah, I don't know what the jinn has to do with all the inner hollow earth things that the previous videos talked about, but the jinns are still crazy as well. I've recently read about it and learned about him from watching TikTok videos, and I'm like, dude, that's a whole nother spiritual entity, like similar to demons, that you got to exercise. And we have a blessings book. We gonna if you ever come across one, we gotta add you to that blessings book because you're gonna need a blessing. Regardless, guys, the inner earth, the whole, like, hey, there's worlds outside or inside the earth itself, and there was so many people talking about it being a possibility. It really makes you wonder, it's like, dude, there can't be so many of the same stories. And then when they start talking about beings and how they know different areas that existed, and the history behind them, you start to go, hey, is there a cover-up that's happening? And one of the things my wife told me is, like, it's hard to actually go and explore Antarctica. I know there's like a crazy 9-month cruise ship world cruise or something that the Royal Caribbean, regardless, one of these guys, I think they have a stop in Antarctica. Hopefully one of those guys, one of those TikTokers gets out there and it's like, guys, I found a hole in the Antarcticas, and I went and explored it, and it's a road in it, and here's Billy, he's our fellow alien here. Hey, Billy, what's going on, pal? Oh, man, could you imagine if that's just how it is? Simple TikTok video to break it all. Oh, boy, when that world cruise ship gets to Antarctica, we're going to find out. All right. Interesting.
Considered a child prodigy in electronics. My entire life has been devoted to the study of the effects of electromagnetic energies on the human mind. When I was 13 years old, transmit sound to the human brain using electromagnetic waves. So this is my field. I've been studying this field for over 40 years. And HARP scares me because I know what it can do. I know that HARP can be used to control the human mind.
Oh, okay, that is crazy. Regardless, electromagnetic field theory are classes I've taken in college, and I gotta say, it was one of my craziest classes, and there was a lot of things I had realized that the magnetic fields can sense that we just don't perceive with our own eyes. So the whole supernatural aspect is wild as well. But this is considering HARP and radio signals that could be used to control the human mind or put thoughts in the human mind. We've heard of frequencies doing this. So yeah, I can kind of believe this guy. This video appears old, and he's a whistleblower back then, and we're finding out these truths now. So very well could be. I like this. All right, let's keep it going.
Alexa, what are they spraying in our skies?
Nanoplastics, aluminum, and barium are currently being sprayed into our skies. These substances are believed to be part of a global climate engineering program aimed at cooling down the Earth's temperature. However, there are concerns about the potential environmental impacts of these substances.
Yeah, that does not sound good, but we recently found out New Hampshire has banned chemtrails, right? So we knew that the existence of chemtrails has been legitimized. And now Alexa coming in and saying, hey, there's microplastics in aluminum. Oh, boy, it's to protect our ozone layer. Teddy, you don't know. You don't know what they need to do. Hey, you just keep doing your thing, react to the videos. Don't look over up above you. Just be concerned about reacting, buddy. Don't worry about what's going on up there in the sky. Yeah, just live there in New Hampshire. None of the other states' microplastics going to come over to New Hampshire. New Hampshire good, buddy. This has to be a worldwide movement, boys. I don't know. Someone tell me, is it really needed? Do we really need to spray stuff in the air? Or is it to cover up really what's going on? Are there 2 suns? Are there 2 moons? What is going on? All right, we're going to do one more. I promise. Just one more.
Compasses point north. Don't miss the latest revelation. You'll be shocked. Forget Everest, because the tallest mountain on Earth is black rock. A black rock made up of magnetic minerals, and its existence is a secret the world must not know. Science and media are deliberately concealing it. Why? Because if the world discovered there's such a massive mountain at the Earth's core, it would change the course of history and shatter the theory that the Earth is a sphere. This mountain is located at the center of the North Pole, and it's also the center of the Earth's magnetic field. It's so tall that its peaks touch the clouds. It's said to measure over 62 miles in height and 40 miles in diameter. This might explain why compasses point to that location. And the strangest thing is that the world's most powerful corporation, BlackRock, bears the name of this mountain. Is it just a coincidence? Or was it deliberately chosen by the global elites who have orchestrated everything? This question will remain unanswered for a long time. And you, what is your...
Yeah, I've heard of BlackRock as an asset manager. I never knew that BlackRock was actually a mountain that existed on the North Pole. And regardless, I also did not know that the North Pole had, such a mountain that was larger than Mount Everest. So a lot of new realizations here. And wasn't there another one? What was that, Kilimanjaro or something? Don't they say that's actually the biggest one, but because of some like legal thing, logic thing, it's like, no, we still say it's Mount Everest. Regardless. Oh boy. There's a lot of things to unpack here. The main thing being the compass always points north. But, I've been watching a lot of Bermuda Triangle stuff, and they've been saying compasses go crazy and they don't point north. And they have, audio recordings of just their equipment just going haywire. So it makes you wonder, man, what's going on at Black Rock Mountain? Why isn't that signal being strong over at the Bermuda Triangle? Why isn't that compass pointing right? Oh, boy, I start to wonder. Man, I guess that's what this channel's about. It's about exploring and we're learning. So yeah, is there a mountain in the North Pole called Black Rock? Yeah, I want to know. What's that secret, man? Why is it magnetic and why is it having a bad signal in the Bermuda Triangle? Tell me that first. Regardless, quite interesting. Did not know this, and we'll see, if anything comes from this. I mean, I'm glad we know where north is, I guess. I don't know what the craziness is. I'm glad this guy appears to say, hey, this is the reason, and maybe it is for him. Maybe in his reality that's what it is, and in our reality there could be something completely different. Oh boy, that electromagnetic field theory classes got me all mixed up, man. They told me the poles were real. What's going on here? What's going on? Oh man, my wife really tries to confuse me a lot, I guess. All right, this is it. We are done. Guys, I hope you are having fun. Please let your friends, let your family, let other viewers know that there is a Teddy and he is exploring the weird. And you guys should goon out with him. I appreciate you all. Thanks for gooning with me. Gooning out, looking at all these videos. Oh boy, the Goon Gang is quite large and we are entertaining ourselves every day by learning and exploring. All right, I'm out of here. Stay safe, stay strong, and goodbye.